Copy. Let Twitter know I'm streaming. Ba-da-ba-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. I'll check that out later. I'll... I'm getting some comments. Hello. Nays is yellow. Hello, yellow. Hello. Pop out chat. Ooh, pin chat. I saw that already before. Ooh, I almost spilled over my soda. I was scared. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Do, 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 do. Setting up still. Welcome anybody who's here right now. Okay. See, there was a message. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Dance and Pan. I got Pan to dance. And I think I'm in the right spot for him because I'll be like doing this the whole time, drawing, and he'll be right on my head. Okay, the last thing I need is my recording app to be active. Everything looks to be okay. I'm able to get caught up with your Twitter. Really? I don't tweet too much, but I can understand catching up. I don't really get too involved with Twitter, so I do the catch up as well. Welcome anybody who has just showed up, welcome. As you can see, I have a webcam. Normally I don't have a webcam, but I was able to do some tinkering and was able to work out how to get not only my webcam lower, so I can actually just look straight at it and not up at it, but I'm also able to add like a green screen effect without having a green screen. So that was a lot of fun figuring out. Hope everybody's Friday has been good. Doesn't feel like a Friday. I don't know why. Does it feel like a Friday to y'all? Got 7 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Hello there, Brohoof. Hello, Lord Dukester. I guess I could Brohoof. Punch. As you can see, I have a webcam on this stream. It's an experiment to see if I can make my streams a little more interactive. So it doesn't feel like I'm not there. As you can see if I'm actually not there or distracted or something. There we go. Shading up this hoof, getting it ready for the rendering process. My method of painting is a little laxy-daisy. It's sort of like experimental all the time. That's why sometimes my drawings takes a while. Oh, I have the character thing here still. Yes, webcam! Hello. I do have indeed a webcam, and I did this. I have a little bacon horse standing on my head. I wouldn't consider this as a face reveal. I revealed my face plenty of times. But as I told other people, normally the webcam is up there, so it always looked like you only see the top of my head. But I just moved the portable webcam down here onto my Cintiq, so all I have to do is just look up just a little bit, and you guys only see me partially look down. And you even can see a little bit in my pen in the process too. Not bad. I don't even have a green screen right now. That's why the effect might be a little choppy. Might cut off my ear or something a little bit. There we go. Hello, welcome. Face reveal. Do a desk reveal. You have done that too. My eye got a little itchy there. You know, every single time I talk to you guys, I have to look to my left. That's where my chat is. But you guys are right there. I love your art. Thank you. Bacon horse. No, supposed to be vegetarian. Well, he is. That's why he invented hay bacon. Impersonation of bacon without being bacon. Comprised and made out of hay. So, like, he's the inventor of hay bacon. I also like the idea that Pegasi actually might be omnivores. You know, like actual birds, you know, they eat insects and some eat fish. And the Pegasus are part bird. Bird, 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 bird. Okay. I think I got that ready. Let's turn off that sketch layer. Not bad, not bad. I don't know why this particular area is all sketchy looking. Photoshop is acting really slow right now for some reason. Might be because of all of this random filters and effects I have going on with my stream. Probably using up a lot of my available resources, my RAM and all that. And this is a 7K drawing, so it's high resolution. That's all eats up more of my computer resources. See, and then I have several programs open right now. I don't need that one open. I don't need Discord open, but I'll keep it open for now, but I'll close it if it gets too, what you call, resource hog. Ooh, man, this is a laggy Photoshop right now. Bird, bird, bird. Hi, I love your art. Thank you, Florencia. How much would you pay bacon monthly? 5 bacon strips a month. Hello, Jazz. Hello, hello. Hello, Klein Kevy. Good evening in Germany. Instead of OnlyFans, we make OnlyPants. It's just images of pants of cooking. Okay. OnlyPants. That's good. That is Tony, Maya. That is Tony you're hearing. Is he on the roof? No, he's not. He's just down there. Okay. Who is it, Maya? Okay. I want to spend too long on this arm. Oh, that's right. So I'll probably start merging down all the things. But before I do that, let me make sure I start working on this tail. Anyone else get amused when the dog starts barking, but they sort of hold back their bark a little bit? Sort of like warming themselves up to bark. Like that. Alright. I'm going to pause recording. Let her see what's out there. Say hello to my dog friend. What do you see down there, girl? What do you see down there? I'm gonna close the window so the noises don't get her. Love Twilight in this, thank you. Who's my favorite MLP character to draw? It's a tie between Pinky and Applejack, I would say. Though I don't have like the majority of them as actually planned or painted. Test. Okay, I'm still streaming. Let's work on a little bit of underlining for this character. Yeah, what do you guys think of the stream layout? I tweaked it just a little bit, thinking to also potentially add a custom border around the canvas. I think that'd be a neat idea. It's great. Thank you, Nivon. Yeah, if this works out, I can make this a regular feature for my stream, having my webcam on like this. Always trying to think maybe a potential way of making the streams a little more entertaining, a little more engaging. Because, as you know, there's not a lot happening in an art stream. You know, versus like maybe like a gaming stream. Because there's always something happening in a game stream. Maybe sometimes a little too much, because it's hard to talk to people while you're gaming, right? As for me, the best way I can make this more engaging is to, you know, talk with people, maybe even look at them, even though it's through a screen, a little camera, and even like talk about what's going on in my mind. What can I do to make this painting a little bit better, so to speak? Though I'm not too sure how often I'll do this. It seems like it takes a lot of processing power to run Photoshop, Streamlabs, Discord, and also Zoom, which is actually what I'm using for the green screen effect. Actually, am I being delayed? I'm seeing a bit of a lag delay from what I'm seeing. Is my voice matching up to my lips at all? Maybe this is not a good idea. Maybe this won't work. Hello KB. Hello Tricky D. Hello Yarg Ringo. So many new people. Welcome. Hi, welcome. It makes me want to draw now. I'm glad. Yeah, my solution may not be the best. Because like I said, my little workaround is using the settings video dialog screen as my window capture. But as you can see, there's a delay. I don't know how I can make that faster if there is a delay. Let me try to figure something out real quick right here. Maybe make it a little better. Wonder if it's just a simple case of turning it off and on again. Nope, there's still... I still see a visual delay. I agree, the new volume inspired me to draw new coloring and detailing techniques. I'm glad. But right now, I'm trying to figure out if this is a delay or not. Okay. This might just be a limitation of just doing a window capture because it's not a direct feed. Let's see what happens if I try this. Although the lag is maybe half a second, but doesn't bother me too much. So it's not delayed that much. But I still want to try something. Okay, I'm going to turn on zoom. I'm going to try xvid or xsplit vcam. Except this will have a watermark on my chest. But I wonder if the window capture may be shorter time difference or not. I mean, the green screen effect won't be as clean. But if it works, it works. Because I can actually use it as an actual webcam source instead of a window capture. Let's see. Video capture device. Strange. Hmm. I have a feeling I need to refresh this. Because it's not showing my face right now. Refresh camera. That didn't work. I wonder if I had to restart Streamlabs, which means I'll have to restart the stream itself. Okay, this is annoying. Wonder if I can pause the stream. Is there a way to pause it? Share, stream marker, highlight, insert app. Okay, I'm going to try to restart. Alright. Hello, if you can hear me. I'm going to try to restart my stream. And hopefully it'll work without YouTube ending the stream. And if you see the stream end, like the YouTube actually recommends more videos, that's how you can tell it ends. Just wait a moment, then go to my channel directly, and then refresh, and you'll see a new stream. So I'll see you guys real soon. Awesome. I was able to restart without the stream ending. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, that's more direct. That's more one-to-one because it's actually using VCAN as an actual source and not a display capture, which is unfortunate because I have this watermark here. If I want to remove this watermark, that is $6 a month or $30 for a whole year or $60 for life. Costs money. And I'm not entirely sure this is the best solution yet, so I'll have to keep this watermark. So I don't know if I want to spend that much money yet. I tried to do a free solution, but the free solution didn't quite work as well. But let's add a filter. Let's add a chroma key filter for this virtual green screen. Alright, not bad. There we go. Of course, it seems like everything looks like I'm all kinds of lower right now. Let's see, I think I need to lower my character down just a tad. Okay, there we go. So this is definitely better. Even though there's a watermark. At least things are not lagging. And my words match my lips more. Alright, let's resume. Alright, roll call. Who is still here? Alright, awesome. A little bit of backlighting back here. If anyone's wondering where Twilight's cutie mark is right there. Just haven't painted it in yet. See, yes sir. Hello Blazing Cookie. I don't think I said hello to you yet. Hello Yarengo G. Welcome. I'm not sure if I said hello to you yet either. To anybody I didn't say hello yet, hello. Okay, Twilight's tail starting to form really nice. Just getting the basic shapes and lighting down for it. That's the initial focus and detailing I'm doing right now. Getting all the curves, the blends, the folds before adding like all the little tiny details. The majority of Twilight's practically done at this point. Pretty soon I'll be working on Luna. Okay, how's everyone's Friday? I might have said it before, but there's new people here. Always good to see what new people has been doing. Hope you've been having a good day. If not, hopefully this day gets better for you. At least you can at least chill and watch a cartoon horse get painted. There we go, getting all the little shades of purples and blues and pinks. I think this area looks a little bit more pinker and this area looks a little more purple, so need to do some color adjustments here and there maybe. Add back a little bit of the purple on this side of things. Trying to keep things consistent across the entire character. Just like you would do with a person. Keeping the skin tone consistent. There we go. And tweaking the anatomy here and there just a tad where I see it needs that where it seems appropriate to add it. That's the benefit of treating this all as one layer. You can make tweaks and adjustments like that on the fly. Hello, Cobalt Wolf. Hello. Got a notification. That's what that sound was. Alright, let's take a look before and after on this illustration here. See, that looks more natural. Before, after, before, after, before, after. Yeah, That looks better. Also, a little bit of curvature on the belly. That's easy to fix. I kind of feel like we can push Twilight's head down a little bit. It looks a little long. It's like, ah, you chopped off my head. That's just a accidental result from sharing the line work with Celestia here. But that's easy to fix. Let's just delete all the areas that is not Celestia. Of course, I may have to paint in back some Celestia since I didn't actually paint her as a separate layer. This looks sick. Are you going to add her wings? No, this is the before Alicorn Twilight, so this is Twilight meeting Luna for the first time, but Luna is not the size of an Alicorn. Luna is the size of a small pone, because she's a moon princess and she's a sun princess, and the moon is way smaller than the sun. That's the idea. Wow. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yep. Twilight absolutely needed her neck shortened. And wow. Look at that. It actually works. So is this a giraffe bone? Ding, 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 ding. There's really not much blending I need to do. Wow. There's like very, very small lines. This is pretty cool. Just gonna add a drop shadow for the hair. And the overlapping hair portions actually works really well. This is what the Bob Ross would call a happy accident. We don't make mistakes. Just happy accidents. Of course, now we need to work on Celestia here. Let's see. Make all of this Celestia. All of this Celestia. We just make a new layer under Celestia. We'll make the color of this. There we go. That way it's solid and opaque. And we'll do this for the hair. And also this for the hair as well. And all of this, the hair. So that way I have a solid background color as I paint over it and retouch up her neck and fix it up. Just to make sure that what I'm painting over has no transparency below it. There we go. That looks pretty good, I think. It's a shame though that which these kind of things I catch early on and try to fix early on, but Sometimes it just happens to be this way. Sometimes it works this way. Save, just in case I crash. Photoshop is acting so laggy. I've been working on so many little tweaks. It's a good thing to save. I have crashed multiple times working on this drawing. CNRY, this looks sick. Are you going to add her wings? I already asked that one. An accurate size depiction. Just gotta have her constantly orbiting Celestia. I wonder how that has been done before. How have you been? I've been alright, Cobalt Wolf. I've been good. I've been very good. My own spiritual goals I have been accomplishing, and I've been feeling better after that. Been playing games with people and making new goals for myself, because, you know, once you obtain one set of goals, you gotta obtain the next set of goals. So I've been very, very good. You know, incidentally, this allows me to tidy up the cast shadow on Celestia's neck, tighten it up a little bit so it looks more natural. There we go. Smooth that out. Smooth, smooth, smooth. There we go. I really like this. I really will like how this looks. This was a very easy edit. Alright, I like that. Little subtle tweaks that actually works out really well. And I haven't even worked on Twilight. You can't even tell it needs any tweaks. Oh wait, I totally missed this area over here. There we go. So here's a little before and after. This is the after. Here's the before. Almost look like an animation. And also, just realize it helps correct the position of Twilight's head a little bit too, so she's actually looking more at Luna now. So that works really well. See, I can still hear Twilight say, "Hey, I'm not that tall." Hello, Photoshop Senseless. Hello. How do you guys like the new stream layout? Testing some features. I moved the webcam lower onto my Cintiq so you don't see the top of my head. That's why I never really use a webcam. I'm testing out a webcam feature from XSplit. It's not a free feature. That's why you see this watermark here. But before I make the decision to purchase it, I really want to make sure it works. So I'm going to have a watermark here for the time being. Actually, it's so crazy to me that it's actually crazy to me with how your art has influenced mine throughout the years, and you're still going strong with NLP content. I have other content in the shop that I will still like to work on. Let's see. I got this Nick and Judy piece. There you go. There it is. I have this in progress. Let's see. This is not a work in progress, but I had drawn one of the Zootopia characters too. Let's see, what other projects I got going on. This is not a project, but I did finish this commission. It's Calvin and Hobbes. Not a bad depiction of those two. Let's see. Commissions. That is an MLP commission. I do have some Pokemon related ideas. One with Espeon, or Sylveon, I should say. Been a while since I've drawn it. But you know, here's an Eevee. Not a bad depiction of Eevee. It was a quick painting. But I do have an idea of a Dynamax Espeon, not Sylveon, acting like a cat. And it's going to be silly. It's going to be cute. So that's in progress. That's in progress. So let's resume working on Twilight here. Get back a little bit of that curvature I was working on before. Okay, that is not Twilight. There we go. I'm not sure if I want to keep the webcam. I notice it takes a lot of processing power to A, have an external webcam program, B, virtualize a green screen, C, remove that virtual green screen, and D, having other effects like the chat overlapping. So that's the forethought anyways. Since when do you have a face cam? Just now, testing things out. I had a webcam before, but it was up higher, like all the way up here. So you just be seeing the top of my head the whole time. But I have it strapped down here. Okay, for some reason it's got a little finicky there. But since I have the webcam here, you're not seeing the top of my head now. So potentially I can use my webcam now. Okay, smooth out the brush strokes just a tad. Nice smooth belly. So you fix up this anatomy just a little bit. Close up that cast shadow. You know, the leg separation from the belly should be more down here, not up here. But it's a very easy fix to do. And in case you haven't noticed, I have increased the actual canvas size of my Photoshop. So you actually can, there's more of the canvas itself to see. Let's get some of that purple. As I mentioned before, it's always good to keep consistent your tones. And sometimes use a lasso tool. Do, 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 do. And maybe one day I'll do a stream showcasing my studio setup so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. Might be a fun YouTube video presentation, you know? There we go. Just adding more values to the shading because it looks a little bland. And I'm not trying to make it like black and white kind of contrast, but you know, a little bit of contrast goes a long way. It's in an illustration. A little extra here, a little extra there. Because it makes sense. You want this part of the leg should not see much light. Maybe even see a little bit more blue. That's why I have a blue background, because even though I don't have the background set up yet, I have an idea what kind of overall tone and cast I want for the background. There we go. And speaking of that, make sure this is more blue. A little bit of edge lighting. I get a little too carried away with edge lighting sometimes, so I have to like pull back some of this. Adding edge lighting everywhere doesn't really make the image better. So I'm slowly learning how to manage when to add edge lighting and when not to add edge lighting. Like, I'm planning plenty of backlighting for these characters, so that's why it feels alright to have some edge lighting. But I want to smooth it out so it doesn't look like the objects are paper thin. So I don't want it to be that way. When I think about it, this tail is actually going to be blocking off a lot of the edge lighting. So it makes sense to remove that portion. There we go. And add back in the natural light from above right there. Because I'm going to see some light coming from the top, but not too strong. A little bit of the highlights from the original painting. And as you see, my efforts made it a little bit better. Hello, Hugo. Can't stay to watch today, but have a good time. See you next time. Thank you, Ronnie. One second. I'm going to be responding to things. Uploading. time to tidy up this area just a tad. And is that the cutie mark? I need a little reminder how her cutie mark looks. The last time I drew it, I made it the mark a little fat. Ah, the perfect reference. Okay. AFK at the moment right now. Well, more like away from my canvas. Where is it? And quickly turn off my webcam as I blow my nose. No one wants to see that. Okay. I need to reconfigure my Steam Deck to have all the little random features like turning on and off a webcam configured. That'd be nice. Okay, my recording is still working. That's good. To anybody listening in, what's your favorite music genre? Do you ever use a blur tool? You mean like the smudge tool? Very minimal. Very minimally. I see the smudge tool as just tightening up my attempts at blending already. Like I already used it on this character already. Like take for instance, let me do that. Okay. Yeah, that should not be an edge blur. I shouldn't make it like this. Anyways, take for instance this shoulder right here. You can see you can see compared to this area and this area, it is not as smooth. Well, I'd go about smoothing things out, maybe even use like a soft brush, a softer brush. And once I am satisfied with my blends and the colors and all that fun stuff, potentially I will use the smudge tool. But here's a little bit of a tip when you're using a smudge tool. The default brushes for smudge is like just a blur tool. But if you see, the brush for the smudge tool is actually a bunch of fingerprints. And that's what that particular texture is pretty interesting because it pushes and pulls the pixels around. So that way it's not just trying to do a gradient blur wherever you go, but it's actually trying to push and pull the pixels. But I do it very softly because I don't want to overdo it because I'm trying to keep a little bit of my texture in and my original blending. So I go about and blend that. And keep in mind to like blend in the same brush strokes. And if I want to be careful, like maintain an edge, I'll use my lasso tool so I don't accidentally blur those edges away that I want to keep. So I just go about blurring it just a little bit, but not too much. Because you want to use, if you use a blur tool, use it sparingly and only near like after the fact you actually render the area. And use the normal brush tool to help redefine some areas. Just a tad. It takes a bit of a learning curve to use it. Some people do not even use it at all. But there is other ways, there's other options you can use the smudge tool. Like this one here, Trash Blend, which by the way, all these brushes you can find as a mega pack on Adobe's website, free brushes. So all these are free. And this is under the word paint box. So you can explore some pre-made blending tools right off the bat. Now this one's called the Trash Blend. And if I go more extreme with it, so you can actually see the texture, it really, really pushes and pulls all the pixels and have a bit of a texture effect. So that could be pretty useful for blending a ground, like dirt or a rock or something like that. But you don't want to go too extreme because things just gets over blended. You also have a bristle smudge, which acts like a dry paintbrush, and you can blur and blend and push that way. And potentially it can act like a third tool, so you can like paint everything and then just go toot 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 toot, and it'll look a little bit furry. But that's a little difficult. That takes a learning curve. So smudge tool could be used more than just blending. It could be used for texturizing too. And this one's a wet blender, which acts like a wet paintbrush, and it really pushes and pulls things around and make it sort of like a Picasso effect. But none of those effects are worthwhile for me. Doesn't really work well for me. However, I did use the smudge tool Trash Blend at a very low uh at a very low effect to blend the lines between Celestia's mane. You can see a little bit of texture there, and that felt appropriate for her mane. Her mane's still not finished, but that's what I did for her hair to create this blur effect, but still leaving some texture in there. So I recommend experimenting with the smudge tool with different brushes, and go into the brush settings panel, mess around with scattering, so you can actually see the brush that you're using scatter about, maybe change the change the angle a little bit, all that fun stuff. So you can actually try to see what works best for you. You have brushes and even smudge tools using brushes. There's a wide variety of ways of using it beyond just the initial paint and blur. But I would recommend don't over rely on just one tool for everything. Like you don't want to over rely on the smudge and blur tool. Well, I recommend the smudge tool over the blur tool any day. I wouldn't over rely on it because you won't get as much control over your illustration. And you run into the risk of over blending. You might have like a really nice color palette, nice shading work, all that fun stuff, maybe even some secondary lighting, and then it's just gone once you start using the blend tool, and it just over blends it. Just gone. I have a general music interest. Hello. General music interest. I like that. I've been listening to some remixes. I like a lot of remixes, but not overbearing remixes. Hello, Yuri-chan. It has been a long time. Sorry about my little monologue. I was in like tutorial mode there for a moment. There we go. I'm getting some nice underbelly lighting, because I'm planning to have a strong bluish tone background for this. So it's not too much edge lighting. That way it looks more natural wrap around. It makes the belly even look more rounded itself. Maybe add a little bit more darkness right here. Add a little bit of value to this curve. And the absolute darks right there. Where it's absolutely dark. Also right here. This could be darker too. There we go. As I mentioned, I like to grab the smudge tool. The soft smudge tool, where it's just like a bunch of fingerprints. And just slightly go over the area like I'm painting. It helps keep a little bit of the brush strokes, but smooth things out just a tad. And recover some of the light effects that I lost. There we go. Hope that helped. Hello, Thomas. Welcome. Like for this arm, I feel it's a little early to add some blending. So that's why I'm still working on it. But it's pretty close. It is pretty close. I say that for sure. And sometimes I feel like I don't even need the blur tool or the smudge tool because I already did a detailed job at blending it already. And I see a little bit of over blending in this spot. Maybe get some of the natural purple here. And add a little bit of an in-between color between these two things. So that way it don't look too muddy. So that is a danger with using a smudge tool. The colors you introduce can get lost. There we go. Pretty good. 2 more legs to go. She looks so good and adorable. Also, hi. Thank you. Hello, mystery. Man, what is your name? It's a mystery. How many viewers we got? 12. Not bad for a Friday. Hope everyone's Friday's been going good. I mostly use Procreate and have the nebula brush on the spacing, which keeps some texture intact if used lightly. I tried Adobe, but I struggle using tablets than drawing directly on screen. I get ya. That's why I have a Cintiq. Some artists actually prefer the hand-eye coordination drawing method rather than drawing directly on screen method. So it really depends on each artist, I guess, and their own preferences. Hello there, Charlene Show. Welcome. Welcome. Little Thundergust. Citra is using an annoyed Twi to color a very annoyed and happy Twi. It's giving all sort of confusing emotions. Alright, think I spent enough time around here. Let's go on to the other leg. How dare. I do dare. How do I dare? I dare. But dare to dare, dare, dare to dare, dare. Guys have any art questions? Feel free to ask me. Anyone going to see the Sonic movie today? I do have it in my local theater, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to maybe wait a few days or maybe a week or two before watching it. Going to be too many families and kids and going all over the place. And the bright side is, if you just came in late, I would love to have this available as a stream to watch later. So I'm trying to get as much done on this Twilight. And once I'm done with this leg, I'll tweak her face just a little bit more and start working on the Luna. It's going to be interesting because she is really tiny on this canvas. For real, this is seriously extremely adorable. Loving the twilight face. Cat face. I don't have that locked. Okay. Decided maybe a little bit more top light seems appropriate for this area. So I'm adding some top light effects here. I can never go to cinemas without being bored. 5 minutes in, I'm already crawling underneath everyone's seat to see what everyone else is up to. Sounds like you need to go to a cinema where they have the screen projected also underneath everyone's seats. That's probably why people love snacking at the theater. They're like snack, 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 snack. Though a lot of times it tends to get over snacked. And people will be done with their snacks by the time the movie's started. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good, I think. I may have been going back and forth on my lighting on this area, but I think it was worth the effort. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to shade it. Will there be a speed painting of this drawing? Yep, I'm recording it. The only part that's not recording is the initial sketches and the line art. But the coloring and the painting, that's all recorded. Sometimes I do a drawing without recording it because it was just meant to be a simple drawing. But I like the drawing so much that I decided to go ahead and paint it anyways. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the art stream, be sure to hit that like button. YouTube would be all like, people are liking the stream. I'll share it to other people as well. You help me a lot by hitting that like button, so feel free to hit that like button. How many likes do we have so far? 17, not too bad. Maybe we'll get 20 today. Can I see 20 likes? Haha. All right. Not bad, not shabby. Let's look at the before and after now. Make a screenshot just in case. What we got here is before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Let me pause the recording real quick. Before, after. Before, after. As you can see, I shortened her neck just a little bit. But Twilight looks definitely a lot better. Yeah. So it looks like what I need left to do is to tidy up her face some more, add her key mark, and render her hair some more. That's what's next to do on her. Oh, by the way, Twilight's head is still separated. Whoops. Alright, let's merge that. Let's add a cutie mark layer and start painting that in. She does 100%. First video I've ever liked on YouTube. Congrats. Haha, thank you. We got 17 likes still. Huh, I guess that refreshes every once in a while. What's the current like counter on my stream? I think that works pretty good. Pretty good star. Not bad. Move this a little bit this way. There we go. One little fun fact, Twilight has 5 stars around her key mark. And that is actually a reference to the last unicorn that Lauren Foss loves so much. So Twilight's key mark is an influence from the last unicorn. The more you know. Only one away! Almost there. Let's get the like video count to 20. In fact, little fun story. Back on when there was the final PonyCon, they invited the original My Little Pony creator for G1 and also Lauren Faust, G4, at the same con. And so, it was a big memorable event. Everyone's all excited because, you have the G1 and G4 creators under the same building and they got to meet for the first time, all that fun stuff. And so, naturally, I tried to make some sort of print for that occasion. Oops, I never recorded the cutie mark process. Anyways, so I tried to make a print for that occasion, and that's why I made that Lauren Foss drawing. Let's see if I can find it. Mm-hmm. See, Alicorn, Foss. There we go. I named it Fossicorn. So this was a drawing that I made for that event, for that convention. There it is. So that is Lauren Foss as an alicorn. That's the usual illustration I use for that. And you can see like she's depicting a drawing of Celestia on the paper. And all the characters are all around her, enjoying their time spending with her. But here's a little tidbit. How many stars do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars. So, to wrap up what I'm trying to say, someone bought a print of this at that convention, and they told me that they're going to go and have Lauren Foss signed it. I'm like, awesome. And when they got back, they told me that when Lauren Foss saw it, she was impressed. She loved it. And when she saw the stars, she's like, oh, the stars! It's from the last unicorn. So my little reference to Lauren Foss reference was noticed by her right away. So I'm like, awesome. I didn't expect that vague little detail in this drawing would actually get noticed. So that's fun. 5 stars, baby. I give that experience 5 stars. There we go. Easy cutie mark. Very easy cutie mark. I'll just merge it with Twilight. Maybe not. Alright, let's work on the tail. Let's do some more tail work. I think I'll use an ink box drawing, like I said, if I'm doing line art. Now I'll use a cartoon nib, make sure its opacity is turned on. Feels like it's still very on right now, so that's weird. There we go. Getting a little bit better feel to this. You know, I should do a new layer on top. So if I overlap the leg by accident, it's no big deal. It's just easy to erase away. Also, I forgot to mention CNRY. Impressive you can use Procreate. I don't know how people do it, but being able to paint in Procreate or any other iOS or mobile tablet, I just can't figure it out. Maybe I'm just too used to my own natural speed on the PC side that I'm trying to do the same thing and I don't have that workflow. But I do enjoy sketching and line arting on the mobile tablet. That in itself is very, very good. I always find I'm far more productive when withdrawing when watching streams. Yeah, whatever makes it productive, do it. I know that tends to be the same way. Like, I don't really do much drawing, offline unless I'm streaming or chatting with friends. It's a weird habit, I'll tell you what. Looks good, looks good. And tiny little hair strands here and there. It goes a long ways. Wait, do you draw without the screen? No, I'm using the Cintiq. The Cintiq is below me. Oh my goodness, I forgot to resume my recording. Resume. That's what I get for talking too much and forgetting to hit that resume button. So, completely missed the cutie mark and the tail process for the replay of uh, the time lapse. So the 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 replay, the time lapse will just like suddenly the tail just magically gets more detailed all of a sudden. Whoops. Yeah, boy, I love drawing hair, but sometimes, man, it really wears you out. Hello, Elena, in case I didn't say hello. Always wondering if I did or not. So sometimes I say hello multiple times. Well, the first digital drawing software I used was very minimal with 3 layers and only airbrush tools. So I suppose Procreate was a good step up since it wasn't too complicated to learn. Ah, the limitations of drawing programs back in the day. Or, you know, free versions of drawing programs where give you a taste of what it can do. And you'd be like, you know what? I like it. I'm going to spend money on it so I can do more than 3 layers. Okay, I think I can merge it down now. There we go. There we go. Add a little bit of realism, just a tad to the hair, because naturally it won't be that perfectly straight edge on the edge. Alright, look at that tail. Think that was worth the effort. Just cover up a little bit of those black seams there. Add a little bit of highlights to the purple part. Look at the before and after. Snapshot. Okay. Snapshot 1, 2. Well, that's definitely an improvement. And let's tidy up a little bit of the rest of her mane. See, actually, I think the first time I knew a Procreate was through your Applejack SpeedPay. Oh, wow. Maybe Procreate should do a video sponsor for me. I don't know if they actually do that. That'd be interesting. Say, hey, Procreate, I want to introduce your program to other people. Can we do a video sponsor segment? No need to give me the program. I already use it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Getting those little fibers in her hair. I'm not going over detail with the fibers. Because, people will be watching, seeing this image this far away. I don't need to go that detailed. It's a good thing to keep in mind so I don't spend too much time on this thing. 22 likes! Woo! And hello. Hello, Marcelo. Welcome. Thank you. Alright, let's see. What do you guys think of that trend, the VTuber trend, where you have pretty much face tracking and you have an animated character in place of the person? I think it would be pretty interesting if you have a 3D model, maybe some cell shading of this guy talking to you the whole time. Ow, 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 ow. Anyways, be interesting if I get a little 3D animation of my character there just chatting with y'all. Not as some sort of representation or whatever. It's just a fun idea. It's just a character on the screen. I prefer the real me to represent me. It's fun having a mascot, but I like the real me. Not bad looking, not bad looking. I always find it creepy, but impressed at the same time. Hello, Two-Tailed Derby. I mean, there's a lot more usage. There's a lot of additional usage for that kind of tech besides just animating a 3D mascot on screen. I've seen some people have it done where wherever the mouse cursor is on the screen, you have off just to the side and the right like a pin tablet. So it always look like there's a pin virtually on the screen. And it could just be more than just a floating pin. It could be like a hand or maybe like a hoof or something. Pretty neat what people can do nowadays. This kind of stuff used to be just restricted to experimental tech and really expensive Hollywood only kind of abilities. Now it's just like literally in the palm of people's hands. There we go. Just little tiny tweaks here and there goes a long ways. All right. That's a lot of progress. I probably would have saved maybe an hour or two if I started off with the canvas already this big. Because here is before and after, for those people just coming in too. I'll say hello just in case you don't hear me. Not sure the same, but I know Doig Swift have pretty impressive and funny full 3D models I can manipulate around the screen. Oh man. Creativity right there. Anyways. Make a new snapshot just in case I mess up. Delete this one. Yes. I deleted the right one. Did I? Yes, yes I did. Okay. Go back there. Yeah, very good progress on Twilight there. She's pretty much done there. Alright, who's ready for not Celeste, who's ready for Luna, the little tiny Luna? It's Luna time. Tidy up Twi's face here, just a bit, just a bit. Just a bit. Alright. Cutie mark. Okay, we already got Luna here. See if I can get the original line work here as well. And that help go a long ways with making this drawing, I betcha. Copy. Paste. I think I did it wrong. Copy. Paste. There we go. And resume. See. I think I'll use maybe a fountain pen. Nope. Fountain variant. Nope. Maybe. Let's try that. Turn that on. Save. There we go. Such a tiny figure. It's be a good idea not to worry too much about the exact details on things. I know as a background character, have you ever drawn Screw Loose? I have. For some reason, she was my favorite character in the show. For 30 seconds, she was on screen. It was like I think it was a doodle and a commission. Not sure if I can find it, but I'll try. Let's see. Okay, pause. Opening up my drawings folder. Screw Loose. Yeah, this is one of them. This was a commission. She's a bit crazy. Squeak, 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 squeak. I think I had other ones too. This should, yep, Screw. And this is where Screw Loose is dressed up as a hero villain. There she is. So, yeah, I have drawn her like 2 times, both as a commission. I really like this one. That one's funny. Let's lock those pixels. Ah, adrenaline makes me so happy to see. Also, isn't the second one Screwball? Oh, is there two characters, Screw Loose and Screwball? Well, they're both nuts. I guess the Equestria is a little bit nutty. They have 2 different Screw characters. Screw Loose and Screwball. Maybe they're sisters. No longer Twilight Time? Leaves immediately. Yeah, Twilight is finished. She's all done. Since you left early, I won't show you until it's done. Good to be back in another Citrus stream. Hello, Dark Dude. I'm testing out a webcam. And that's why there's a watermark on me, because I'm testing it out. I haven't paid for it yet. Let me know what you think. Also, I really enjoy your little introduction. It's good to be back on another X-person stream. I like that. I'm happy she's done though. With that, I'll see you later. If anybody wondering if that's rude or not, I make fun of him for only coming to my stream unless there's a Twilight. So that's just a joke. That he only stays for that. Good job. Thank you, MLP family. Thank you. I think your webcam is fine. Thank you. I was trying a different method using Zoom preferences video preview and then display capture, window capture that. But there was like a huge 5-second delay with what I was saying or what the capture was getting. So it's like, all right, makes sense that only a direct camera source actually gets you the actual one-to-one display and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, may potentially have to purchase a license for this tool. It's not too bad. $6 a month, $30 a year, $60 lifetime. So if I really like it, I can purchase a lifetime ticket. Of course, I'm not sure if I'll always be using a webcam because this uses up a lot of processing power, and I'm not sure I like that because it's like I use a lot of it goes to the Photoshop process. Might have to redo her eyes. I'm not sure if she's even looking at Celestia. There we go, that looks a little better. Do, 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 do. Really hard to get these little fine details in, you know? Yeah, that looks better. Wonder if she'd be mad. I'll decide later. So, when the stream ends, I always say it was a pleasure being here. That is true. That is true. Have you got that drawing of Screws anywhere so I can gawk at my heart's content? It makes me sad I've kind of grown out of drawing OP because for my favorite character, I never made a full drawing of her. I'm not sure. That may have been the only two Screw drawings. Let me look what I posted already. Interesting. Screw loose. So one word or two words? Looks like it's two words. Artist, such a 360. Don't look like I'd drawn her. Maybe that's one word. And neither of those screw drawings even made it on public posting, so neat. Not sure why, but neat. Strange. This looks like the background. That is the background. Oh, okay. There's just no background of this. I get you. Nah, see, I love MLP FMA. I wish I could go to Equestria, but it will never happen. I don't like the idea of going to Equestria. Just think about it. You have one person just having a bad day, and all of a sudden they're going to bring the apocalypse because they had a bad day. If our reality was as fantasy as any depiction of fantasy world, I'd say our world would have not existed clear back in the Renaissance days. I mean, just look how bad the world is already, and it's not fantasy. I don't think we can handle fantasy elements. So I'm glad that the fantasy world don't exist because we will not be able to make it as happily ever after as the writers make it. It's a weird thought, but when you think about it, yeah, I think it's a good idea not having things like that exist. So it's always better to leave it in our imaginations because reality is going to ruin it. I mean, I can think of like 1,000 ways while having a tiny purse around may be a bad idea. Or even being tiny in general. There's a lot of potential things that can go wrong. There we go. Now I can easily edit this Luna without having to worry about what's underneath. So I only want to see Saudi Arabia. I've always wanted to see since the place was never explored in the series. True. Very true. It'd probably be like it'll probably look like most depictions of Egypt. I know that's not Saudi Arabia area, but you know, when people do cartoons of Middle East, it tends to be not the Middle East, but Egypt. I mean, we had a small depiction of an Egypt-like area in the movie and the show, so we had that at least. Need to go? Alright. Thank you, Dark Dude, for stopping by. It was nice seeing you. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for viewing. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out if you have not done so already. Okay, main 6 character, though I'm gonna guess is Rainbow Dash. Actually, no. She used to be my favorite because I knew a real person that was a lot like her. But I would have to say is a tie between Twi and Pinkie Pie. That's for sure. And guys, if you haven't been enjoying the stream and you haven't hit the like button, be sure to hit that like button. I've been enjoying myself. I hope you have been too. There we go. I'm liking the way that this Luna's coming out, even though she's tiny. I have to say, Rarity is far superior. You know, it's kind of funny though. For the longest time, I had my sister in my phone with the nickname Rarity. Why? Well, she acts like her. So I gave her that nickname for a while. Ugh. I'm tired. 4:06. I think I can go for another hour. Or I can cut it early once I'm done with Luna and do a Pokemon sketch. Might not be a bad idea. How many likes we have on this stream today? 27? 28? Though my viewership went down really, really far. That's sad. do, 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 do. Neat. Smoothing out the princess right now. Getting all those things smooth. Kind of feel like this could be smaller looking, I think. And then have like the rest of this to be white. Or maybe not. We'll have to extend her horn just a tad to make it work. Yeah, that looks better. I like it. There we go. Fixed her up her eyes. That's good. Now to actually detail the tail and the mane. What do you think of the new style for G5? Hitch looks like dirt put them to me for Centaur Ward. To be honest, I don't really have an opinion. I'm not following G5. I'm not a fan of G5. I have seen the interesting look. It looks just like any other CalArt Studio, you know, the bean smile thing. So, that's a thing. Kind of also weird that they replaced the voice actors. That was one of the things I was worried about G5 starting out as a movie with high rated, with a AAA star voices. Because, well, what happens during the shows? Or even the side shows? So, we'll see what happens with that, but whatever happens, happens. If it's good, if it's bad, I'm not doing G5. That's just the basic truth of that. Whether it's good or bad, I'm. It doesn't interest. It just does not interest me. That's a big brush. I could do a better brush than this. Oh, that's why I'm set to multiply for some reason. I was like, why everything's getting darker and darker and darker? I think that looks fine. Okay, see, I'm gonna head off now, but it was great to be part of the stream. Can't wait to see the final piece was done. Take care, see you and Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. It was a pleasure to have you. A little sweaty in here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. So, Sparkly, love the colors you're picking. Thank you. And hello. Hello, Squeech the Fish. I like the name. Squeech the Fish. There we go. Hello, thanks for coming. You're welcome. Almost done with this particular drawing. Be stopping at the top of the hour. Pretty good, I think. Let's see. Some areas needing tweaks. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's zoom out. That's a nice looking Luna. I just gotta add some drop shadows on her. Do 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 do. Looks good. Love the composure of everything. Twilight looks so excited. I love it. Thank you. She's so excited. She cannot hide it. However, I don't want it to just be a plain blue background, but I want it bluish. Thinking maybe particularly a scene inside the castle in the show, or perhaps an outside scene next to a Candlelock castle. Decisions. Yeah, I don't mind it being like inside our throne room or something like that. Let me do some Google searches and see what I prefer. Okay, let's see. Celestia throne room. Oh man, I hate my eyes. See, the throne room is very pink. However, this other one is a little more bluish. Like the redone throne room is more bluish compared to the original, which was more pink. Maybe right by a stained glass window inside the castle itself. That's an idea. That's an idea. I like the way you think. Like this particular one right here. Maybe one of the stained glass windows that was the Nightmare Moon one. Maybe one of those things. Could be, let's see. Let's see, My Little Pony, stained glass window. We got some references here. A lot of different stained glass window moments. Hello, Dark Fury 2000. Mate, thank you for stopping by. How are you? Some of these are fan made, so I gotta watch out for that. Okay, let's see. Definitely not using that one. Not a fan of G5. Not a fan of Season 9. I could just use the one from the show itself, probably. There's a simple one right there. Okay, let's see. My Little Pony throne room. Doing good. That's good. That's very, very good. It's good to hear. Because good, not too many people have good days sometimes. Ah, here we go. Here is this particular stained glass window I was thinking of. It could be just a tiny, tiny reference to the original throne room and this particular stained glass window. And we can have a little bit of the pillars next to it. It's just, you know, it'll just be like this scene, like the characters are standing right here. Not a bad idea. Instead of like a giant, huge background or whatever. Just a tiny portion of the background. We don't have to be too extravagant about this. Alright. How far have I gone in this illustration today? Make a new snapshot. Delete this one. So we went from here to here. Good progress. Very good progress. And we went from a very flat Luna to a completely painted Luna. Yeah, I might want to brighten up her face just a little bit so she stands out a little bit more. I can delete that. I don't need that. So I can delete these 3 layers. There's a lot of layers just eating up my memory on this Photoshop drawing. Ooh, that's perfect. Thank you. It's a good idea. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the brainstorm help. Alright, let's make a new layer and just doodle this idea out. See how well I want it done. So it would be like this kind of perspective mode. We'll have a pillar right here. We'll have another pillar right here. Have some spacing right there. Maybe a little bit of evidence of the banners right here. There we go. Let's just resume this so I can actually tell what's going on here. And to simplify things, I can make a new layer at 3000 by 3000 pixel. Manually draw this up using purple lines too. So I'm not going to draw the whole thing, just the bottom portion. So it'll be this big old globe thing. All these little circles. And circles within circles. And of course, make this like a little map or something. You know, this is probably like the earliest evidence of what this planet looks like when you think about it. Alright. Move all those edges, those lines. All these edges and lines. Alright, more circles. Circle time. Circle. 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 Another circle. Mini circle. All the circles in the world. And of course, those rays of sun away up there. Make a new layer. And a little half circle right there. Cool, cool. And delete the rest. Well, just inside this circle. There we go. Might as well get the colors in this. Okay, overall, it's just a tinted blue. Very light tint blue. Hello, Blaze. Welcome. And, oh, yes, circle. And a lot of the areas make it purplish blue. Circle, 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 circle. Select, modify, expand. 2 pixels. Shaboom. We have our stained glass window with a slight texture effect, which is not bad. I'm planning to make the background just basically, well... I forgot one layer. It's not bad. I'm just planning to make the texture basically, well, blurred in the final product. So I don't mind just a little bit of blurriness. And to make this a little bit more realistic for the angle I'm trying to go for, I'll do this. Maybe a little bit of that. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Make all of this one color. Purplish color. So purplish stone color. Also make this a purplish stone color. And of course, this tapestry, a dark blue color. It's come together very well. And add a little bit of transparency, I should say gradient, not transparency, of purple to this light blue color in the background. Needs to be a little bit lighter, I think. Lighter. lighter. Well, it's hard to tell. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. I'm almost done with this drawing, actually. Surprise. Thought the rest of this would be super, super complicated and detailed, but sometimes less is more, you know? Sometimes less is more. Okay, I'll add some blue tints on this as I shade this. Make a save. Save it, save it, save it. Throw in a little razzle dazzle. A little difficult coloring a whole area at once because of the fact this whole thing is 7,000 pixels. It's a big canvas, I tell you what. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that slowness. But slowly but surely, this will be done. Oh wait, that's a song I don't want to sing. Whoops. Cool. Let's get a soft brush. Soft. And do multiply. And just shift on down. I think it did it. Yeah, I did. Really, it was just hard to tell. There we go. Make it darker, more obvious. Maybe too much on that part. Soft light, blue light. This side. There we go. Now let's work on the other side. Okay, there we go. Change up that a little bit. Let's change this up just a little bit too. There we go. Delete all that. Overlay, soft light, hard light. I think hard light looks the best. Maybe not. Multiply, darken, screen. Yeah, I could just also have it like this. Let's see what to do, what to do. Let's add a cast of blue over the whole thing. Not bad. That helps balance things out a little bit. Let's add some rays of shine. Do, 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 do. Maybe. Maybe. Decision making, decision making. Nice drawing, thank you. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Nice little Gaussian blur effect. Reduce that effect just a tad. This is a little overbearing. Add a little bit of dust in the air. Filter, brush settings. There it is. My mind was drawing a blank there. I couldn't remember where it was. A little sparkle action for the Twilight Sparkle. Maybe. Alright, well, let's tidy up some details. Because this looks really good. You think you're going to make this one a speed paint? Yep, I'm recording. I got 2 hours and 24 recorded for today. So, yep, this will be a speed paint. Alright, let's focus just on Celestia. Smooth out some areas here. And make other areas a little bit better. That's spongy sponge. Perfect. Yep, make sure I have that locked. There we go. It's already looking good. This area needs some work. Add some transparency pixels in here. That's not overbearing. Ooh, I see some transparency lines in this. Little tweaks here and there to help make the whole thing better. That's the cast shadow of Luna. Got some open holes here, but this is not visible anyways. So that's fine. And let's go ahead. Lasso tool. Celestia's face here. I think it will help a whole lot if I brighten up her mane even more. There we go. Make sure I do a good selection. There we go. Oh boy, I always forget which I should use. Alright. That's spongy sponge. 40%. Color dodge. Add. Let's go down here in dark colors because I don't want to be too powerful. In darkness. Being very, very careful. Do the trash blend. Cover this up just a tad. I need to reduce the strength quite a bit. Okay, there we go. Back to doing lean dodge add. Add some more lightness to this. But I did not notice I was painting outside the initial area because I had the opacity lock turned off. That's a no-no. Alright, turn back on opacity lock. Crisis averted. There we go. Dark blues for this area. Still no modern internet in my area? Nope. And hello. I see 688 frames dropped. Not bad. Maybe you should use Spectrum Internet. Is that like a satellite thing? The only problem with that is there's data caps. And also you have to have good weather. That's something that I don't have too frequently. Alright, and then the final touches. Just some lots of little stars. Star fog? Yeah, something like this. Oops, that's set to multiply. Color dodge. Make it a little bit like a star fog inside of it. And I think just general stars in general is better. Like this one. Yeah. To see if Starling is good and or in your area. My dad looked into that. It wouldn't work. When did I start doing face cam? Today. Experimenting with doing the camera right there. Because usually the camera is above and you just see the top of my head the whole time. That's why I never did face cam. Because it's just, why would you just want to look at the top of my head the whole time? And I didn't really had any like green screen option, but I did some more experimentation. And I'm doing a very basic pretend green screen. That's why it's not perfect cutouts. And I'm testing it out with a program called Xvid. That's why you see this. That's why you see this watermark here, because it's a paid program and the free version has a watermark. So I don't want to invest money into something without fully realizing if it can work well for me or not. So far, it's pretty good. I think, you know, the true investment is just getting a roll-up green screen. I mean, I probably can get a banner green screen just for like maybe less than $100. Just have it behind me, just roll it up, and just use the Streamlabs, and just use the Stream's built-in chroma key feature. I think that would be like 10 times better, probably. And I did some adjustments with the layout of my stream. I gave more canvas space overall for the canvas share. So when I full screen it like this, you see a whole lot more. You see a lot more. Looks like nice setup so far. Doesn't Corridor Digital make a blanket that green screen green? What's Corridor Digital? Alright, she looks better. And I just got a donation from Squeeze the Fish. Thanks for the 2 bits. Thank you so much. A little money towards the green screen. Thank you for the donation towards the green screen. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like it. Maybe just blur those areas just a tad. Not bad. And the main down here probably can be a little bit better looking. There we go. Looks pretty good. I do wonder though if I should change Celestia's expression just a tad. Like, make her like amused. And let's fix Twilight just a tad as well. Basically at this point I'm just tweaking everything. Animation in your head is so cute. Look at him, he's grooving. Yeah, he just like keeps hitting my head. Ow, ow, ow. So it seems like the best spot is like right here. Right here. Great, now I feel like I'm obligated to stay in the spot. Alright, that looks a little cleaner. Just cleaning up Twilight just a little bit. And I think that she should probably have her eyelashes a little bit visible. Right here. I think her eyelashes will be visible right there. And last but not least, let's do a little bit more extra lighting. Master brushes, softness. A little bit of blue, dark blue, because this is a very powerful effect. Hello, Nivian, welcome back. Hello, Adram XDA. The animation in your head is so cute. Oh, you already said that. Yeah, Corridor has 50 by 60 blanket you can get called Emergency Green Screen Blanket. $35, but it's out of stock right now. Only problem is, how do I pitch it up above me? That's the only potential problem I have to figure out, right? There we go. I think that looks good. Yep, that looks really good. We could do the same thing to Celestia here, almost at Luna. There we go. Slightly add light a little bit here, a little bit there. And then you'd be a floating head. Is this Clip Studio? This is Photoshop. Beautiful, thank you. Let's clean up these edges just a little bit that's interfering with the effect. Just these little darker edges that just don't quite work the way I want it to. They got a little stuck there. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Saving, such a huge file. Very, 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 very huge file. There we go. Cleanup is the best form of painting, I guess. Painting, painting, painting. It's painting, painting, painting. There we go. And there was some things I want to work on Twilight. This little area here. It's already 5:10. It's time to start wrapping up. Because I need to start making dinner for the family. Well, I shouldn't say make dinner. I should say order dinner. Today is Friday. We usually have grilled chicken salads, and burritos. Well, I usually order the burritos. Okay, that smooths out that a little bit. My perfectionism. Sometimes it's a pain. There we go. I think it looks pretty good. I don't think I need anything extra, like, say, a multiply layer, darkening some areas. Like, let's say with Twilight, let's get a soft brush. It's like lightly darken this area. See if I go underneath. I mean, I could add a little bit of realism. I need to do a little better on that. Make it lighter and watch the opacity. It can really help smooth in some areas. Like this area right here. Help bring back a little bit of that darkness that went away with the light. Just a tad here and there. Now let's do the same with Celestia. Maybe just some very light blues. In key areas, maybe. This is stuff you do at the very end because it changes up so much of the drawing. Like, really has a different impact overall. There we go. Also, for the linear dodge add, I was just thinking to help bring out Luna just a tad, I can lighten up her face. I'm not sure if I'm doing anything. Yeah, okay, I am doing something. I guess she don't really need much. Or maybe it's just the brush. The brush itself is being finicky. Because it's a very, 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 very soft brush. So soft, can't even see what it does. And that helps. I think that helps. Also bring out Celestia's eyes just a tad. Make it oomph just a little bit. There we go. Alright, to see the special effects turn on and off, I'll make all of this as its own folder. And here is it off, on, off, on, off, on. Sure goes a long ways actually doing a little bit of extra work there, huh? Now the question is, should I change the background overall? Make it more purple? Purple, blue. Purple, blue. Purple, blue. Purple helps makes Celestia stand out, but purple does not for Twilight. How about a little bit of both? I make the left side purple and the right side blue. Let's see how that looks. I am making a gradient on a gradient. Hey, I like that. Look at that. A little bit in between. Nice transition from purple. I'm looking up there like that's the webcam. Nice transition from purple to blue. Celestia and Luna look so different without the royal attire. They're naked. It's like you're turning light on and off. Blue brings more focus to Luna. Yeah, a little bit. Wow. Thank you. Glad you like it. And done. I'm also going to stop the recording now. That was 2 hours and 48 minutes of work. You guys want to see all the little things I did today? Here we go. Let me first save it. This is called Little Sister 5. I did 5 recording sessions with this. I think overall this took me about like 9 hours. I'm not sure. I don't keep track of that kind of thing too much. 10,000% speed. Just a little over a minute and a half. And I'll let you guys have a little preview of the speed paint. Yes, that's slippery. Man, I got you right at the end. Yep, just right at the end. Me playing with a green screen. I'll have to make sure I cut that part out. Looks pretty good. I like that. Yeah, look at that, Luna. So most of the day was worked on Twilight. Yesterday I worked on Celestia. Normally I would work on the entire time lapse, but it's already past 5. It's getting a little low frame rate there for a second. Yeah, it got low frame rate there at the end. That was me and now you guys. And save. There we go. I'll work on that time lapse. Expect that time lapse coming soon. Yeah, that's up ready. Thank you. I already said thank you to that. Whoops. Yeah, way too many layers on this thing. And of course, I almost forgot the last touching tidbit on this whole thing is a signature. Where should I put that signature? On Twilight's back, maybe? Yeah, Twilight's back, or tail, I should say. This is a good spot for it. Let's go to Mega Pack, Paint Box, Ink Box, and Belgian Comics. For those people who just came in and who missed out on most of this, not to worry. I going to let a replay, full replay, be available at sometime after the stream. So this would be something you can rewatch in real time on your own time. Of course, you know, probably don't want to hear me speaking, so you can play your own music if you want. Okay. Nice spot. That could be a little darker. There we go. Woo, layers! Put the signature on Celestia's face. Only came to the streams to hear you talk. Thank you. Well, now you can replay with hearing me talk, because I try my best to talk what I'm thinking the whole time, which is something I'm trying to do. Make my stream a little bit more engaging, so you don't just hear nothing the whole time. And since I had absolutely no music, I should not have YouTube be all like, copyright straight. Alright. You enjoy your dinner, my dude. Thank you, Squeeze the Fish. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Lincoln Fox, Nivion, Dark Abood. Let's see who's out here. Andrama, Exda. I think it's easier just to look at the participant list. I'll just mention the names who has participated. Up, I only see 3. Let's see. Live streaming. And with that, I'd better start heading out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yep, the family's like, where's the dinner? So I better head on out. Thanks again for coming by. You have a good day, you have a good night, afternoon, morning, prime time, twilight, dusk done. You guys have a good time. Thanks for stopping by.